Hey, baseball fans, I'm Heidi Watney, and welcome to the show.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Mickey Mantle, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box coming up next. Daniel Norris will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, he's never really put things together like a lot of people in baseball thought he would from the left side. Love the arm, mid to upper 90s fastball, good assortment of breaking pitches to go along with it. Like most lefties, command has been the issue for Daniel Norris. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Come on now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first. So he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Batting fifth.
Settling in now, Tony Perez. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses. Ball four. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
At the plate, Eddie Matthews. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning.
Matthews.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Check your outfielders now. See where they're at.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Mickey Mantle.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Yount ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as the lead swells to 7-0. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Striding in once again, Tony Perez.
The first baseman, Tony
Carter on second. Mantle at first with no outs. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Stepping up now Eddie Matthews. He was able to plate two with a base hit in his first appearance.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Maben is there, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay to the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So coming to the plate, Andre Dawson.
Now batting,
Hey, see it.
the right
Drive it.
fielder,
Let's go, big dog.
Andre Dawson.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit.
Ride it hard.
Mantle
You're scoring.
rounds third and is digging for the plate. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the
Yeah, boy,
infield
good
is
job.
becoming a problem. Ready for another shot
Leading
now.
up for
Mickey
Kansas
Mantle.
City.
It was an
The
RBI
designated
single
hitter.
for him in his last plate appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as this lead got even wider.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5s.
Hey, way to drive it, big
Line
guy.
drive, base hit to right.
Pick it up.
So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Yeah, great job right there.
And
Hit
case
that
in
ball
point
hard.
why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the third time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and
Up
fight
next
for
for
the
the
batting
Royals,
title up until his
The
last
first
at bat.
baseman, Tony Perez.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Trammell's got it. There's one on to first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mickey Mantle. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits,
Mickey
including a homer to this point.
Mantle.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline.
Get out.
Cabrera's
You can
got
beat
it.
it.
Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Royals out in front, 19-3. Ready now, Mickey Mantle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Mickey Mantle.
See it. Drive it. Let's go, kid.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
19-4 the final tonight. Kansas City scored 19 times in this one. Brett Saberhagen gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Daniel Norris couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. Starting in the American League Central, the Royals hit 3 long balls as they cruise to the win against the Tigers, 19-4. The Chicago White Sox got 18 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland, 13-7.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Jack Morris gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Mickey Mantle.
Come on, let's get one. Your pitch right here. Your pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air out to center field. Cobb is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So digging in now, Mickey Mantle. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope's able to get there. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in, Mickey Mantle. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Mantle.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Digging in once again, Mickey Mantle. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Here comes the first pitch. Drives it the other way to deep right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Detroit Tigers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jack Morris earns his 8th victory of the season. Hal Newhouser records the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For Kansas City, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Mickey Mantle, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Matthew Boyd gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, when you dive into the numbers with this guy, he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher, just under 9 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So I would expect him to punch out quite a few guys in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Mickey Mantle. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
Mantle.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball like...
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
Well, we certainly mentioned the fact that this guy leads the league in home runs, and now he's got 1 more to add to that total. Perfect swing right there and a home run to left field. So striding in, Mickey Mantle. He's been sending souvenirs into the seats at a record clip. If he manages to keep on to this pace, he could end the year with over 75 home runs. And I would love nothing more than to see him do it. This is historic. This is why you pay the price of a ticket. You want to see this guy get his 4 at-bats. Can't tell you how monumental. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Digging in now for Kansas City, Tony Perez.
The first baseman, Tony Perez.
The 0-2 home. Soft liner towards first.
Make the turn, find the
Throw
ball.
to first will get him
turn.
easily, and the side is retired. Royals leave 1. They lead it 3-0. Into the box now, Mickey Mantle. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Mantle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Maben is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So here's the Royals DH, Mickey Mantle. As we mentioned earlier, he's in the race for the league's top home run spot, and with a 4-bagger on this day, he continues to add to his impressive power totals.
And he just looks so confident at the plate. Knocks a donut off the bat every time on the on-deck circle and strides to the plate like he owns it. Wouldn't be shocked if he got into another one.
See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
Now the 0-1. Drilled to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. KC leads this one 6-3. In now, Mickey Mantle. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Mickey Mantle.
No one better. Need you right here.
Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to right center.
Come on,
center
come on,
fielder
come on,
giving
come on.
chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Royals strand a pair. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Cameron Maben. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Gregory Soto wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For Kansas City, 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please